For more on this, I spoke to Yotam Polizer. He's the co-CEO of an Israel-based aid group known as IsraAid. I asked him about the team that his group has in Indonesia.
So our team is on the ground in Indonesia already since late September following the tsunami that devastated the island of Sulawesi. Over 2,200 people lost their lives in this tsunami, and we responded quite immediately. We sent a team of water engineers, disaster specialists, trauma specialists, and the team has been on the ground ever since. And therefore, we are now in a position to assess the needs and to respond to the tsunami that just took place a couple of days ago.
I understand that you will need a few more days before you know exactly what role your team can play there. What information are you looking for? What do you need to know that you don't already know?
There are, of course, other local organizations and international organizations that are active there. So specifically, we're trying to see if there are needs with regards to the water situation, water and sanitation, because that's one of our main fields of expertise. The second question is about people's trauma. We've heard from our local partners that, we're talking about a lot of people who lost their lives. So that means that their families are devastated. And we also know that at the end of the day, in a place like Indonesia, we are a visitor. So without good local organization, we can't really operate. So we're working with our local partners who have been active in the tsunami in Sulawesi. And because they speak the language, because they know the local culture.
What are the logistical challenges of so many groups working together, if any?
There's usually a hotspot, a place that we may have heard of in the media or from the local government, and then a lot of the groups are rushing there. But then you go 2 miles down the road and you see that the devastation is even bigger, but no one is there because no one heard about it. So you try to map basically who is there, who is doing what, where, and when.
What precautions are teams like yours taking in case there's another tsunami?
When there are aftershocks and there are earthquakes, obviously we have to be very careful. We have to stay usually in open grounds. The earthquakes, when it's a big earthquake and there's a tsunami alert, we obviously have to go to a higher ground. And we're working usually with the local army, local government, to understand what are the safe spots. We don't want to put our staff in risk, obviously.
And I know that you guys are working around the world. IsraAid, of course, an Israeli NGO. This is Indonesia, one of the world's biggest, most populated Muslim countries, and there are no relations between the two. How does that factor in to the work that you guys have done and the work that you're trying to do?
So IsraAid is a non-governmental, non-political organization. We work in different countries that don't have diplomatic relations officially with Israel. And we work also with Syrian refugees and in other places. And I think one of our biggest advantages is because we're non-political and non-governmental, we're able to go to these places and build strategic partnerships. There are a lot of interesting partnerships on the civil society, on the business sector between Israel and Indonesia. And we have been very privileged to have wonderful partner on the ground who are actually really interested in the type of expertise that we're offering. So we're not experiencing the political challenges that may occur, and we're very proud, and we're very proud of the local partners that we're working with.